Good morning. We gotta go figure out some stuff because it's like 5. Come here, let me show you something. This year's going like really fast. Like, it just felt like the other day I was in the Bassmasters Classic in March. Now it's June. It's 5:15 in the morning and it's already daylight. We're here at Pickwick, guys. It's a special place. This is a beautiful, beautiful lake full of beautiful, beautiful bass. And we've got, of course, we have Canterbury here. We have Matt upstairs as well. And I did bring someone to help us this week on the filming. Someone to help out on taking some video on the water. And someone to help out doing some still photography. Let's go wake them up. Come on, man. This isn't some Pickwick lake vacation. Good morning.
I guess.
Oh, wow. Look who this is, guys. Tell everybody hi.
I just woke up.
She's actually traveling with us this week because school's officially out. So here's our house. This is Team SMC house for the week. We had McCoy's editing suite here. This is the loft. And there he is. Let's go. He's like, yeah.
Hey, I got a question. What kind of spider is this? Because it's the same one that I killed on my pillow last night before I went to sleep. True story. See that little thing right there? Dude, I swear.
You have a light?
Yeah.
On the phone?
I pulled my, Anybody know their spiders?
Take a picture of it and put it on Google search. Google images and it'll tell you.
This is the same spider that was on my pillow last night. Not this exact same
Spider on your
one.
pillow?
No, I killed the one on my pillow, but it's the same kind that was on my pillow. So there must be a hatch in the house somewhere.
The light on it?
Or maybe I killed the wife and this is the husband. We're gonna Google search what kind of spider this is. Maybe.
You scared yourself more than you did me.
I know, I'm surprised.
I think he did. I actually think he did kill him.
How'd you do that? I'm sure I got that on my phone, but
That might work.
when it says brown recluse, that's what I killed on my pillow.
It does say brown recluse.
Nuh-uh. Holy hell.
Step on him then. Or squish him.
He said it's alive. It's alive.
He's dead now. Is this the same kind, McCoy? It is the same kind, isn't it?
Does it have the little black?
Here, let me.
There's like a little black triangle on it. It looks like the same thing.
Hell, he's playing dead, dude. He's waiting until I went to sleep tonight. The nest might be in my room.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's a different kind of spider.
Oh, that's just a water bug there.
No, that's a different kind of spider, ain't it, McCoy?
It's like 4 dead ones behind my bed.
Yeah, I bet they're
No, yeah, that's a nice little spider. It's like the ones that you just see, the ones that kind of just jump around and stuff.
There's 4 behind my bed, dead ones.
No.
Look.
4 dead ones. There's one on the ground right there. Oh, there's like 100. There's more than 4. I guess they sprayed back there.
What you can do is when you go to the
It
grocery
looks
store,
like there was a discount.
They sell a spray bottle. It's called Home Defense. Ortho makes it. All it is, dude. All it is an insecticide that you can spray inside a house.
That's what we use, Home Defense.
You know, there's probably a couple ways to catch fish, maybe up shallow, but to win, you gotta be offshore. I've spent a lot of time over the years here on this lake. You've always got to find some new stuff. You've always got to figure out where they are. But I've been on this lake a lot. I love this lake, and we're just gonna go put in a lot of hard work. We're gonna put in 3 days of crazy practice, and see if we can't find something special. So, that being said, guys, all the goofing around is done for the day. Time to get serious.
So let me show you the first thing you want to do when you're fishing summertime tournaments where you're current, when they generate current, they don't generate it all day. They generate it, sometimes they generate it all day, sometimes they don't generate it at all. Certain times, because it's based on how much power they need for certain things, and it's hard to predict that. Those times, right? But it's different every day. So there's an app. Like for example, if you pull up on one of these drops, first thing in the morning, there's zero current. They're not set up on they're not set up where you catch them. Like they're spread out and you don't see them that good. You pull up there when there's current, it's like, oh my gosh, there they are. So I'm checking to see what they have for current today. So for now till 9, it's only 2, which is nothing much at all. 2 turbines, which there's 4 turbines or 5 turbines.
So you need
3 or 4 is good. Yeah. 2 is like low.
Yeah.
You always try to find them first on the graph, or at least find some type of activity. This doesn't lie. This will actually, like, even though you're like, oh, maybe that's a fish, maybe, like when you find, like, it'll happen today. You'll be like, okay, there they are, but look at them all right there. We're gonna kill them right here. Watch this. So there's 2 ways to look for these fish. Sometimes you can instead of cutting hard like I am, like going all the way across.
Just go back.
See those? Man, you want to find stuff like that, but more of it. I don't know if that's even a fish, but you want that size of a mark. And some of these fish like this, that's a fish of some sort probably. Could be like a little, like a catfish, or it could be, like, see those are stripers?
Yeah.
See them? Like, or some big shad or something. Okay, so now, there's a few things right there. Okay, see that?
I see those.
And because I came across it maybe at an angle, sometimes it'll blur things a little funky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna drop that waypoint. It's 260. Yes. See, there's some that slid off. Look, this is an old waypoint. I've caught them here before, or I've marked fish here before for some reason. See, there's some fish there. See, there's a little bit bigger marks.
Yes. Those are some bass.
Possibly, yep. And they're slid off a little bit. So I'm going to slide across what I just marked, which is this 0266 right here. I just marked that one. Oh, see, look. Those are bass. See, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
that was
boom.
literally.
See, boom. Look,
like
there they are.
Mark.
There they are. Yep. Now, I don't think there's a lot of current, but when the current gets going and it's going this way, I'll sit this way and throw that way. But because there's not a lot of current right now, all right, so I'm gonna throw this big head.
Can you throw against the net?
Upstream, yeah. The other thing is, usually when I find them up shallow like that, they're up in 14, I'm gonna throw a crankbait on them or a swim bait. Look at them. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. I want my crankbait right there. He's chasing it. He's chasing it. Chasing it. Chasing it. Yeah. Did you see him chase it? Look, he swam back down. I know those are bass. No, doing something. Kind of fires them up. If one was chasing it, it'd get them a little fired up. Man, there's a bunch right here. Okay, so they're not biting that, and I'm not sure why, and that's fine. Those are all bass. See them all stacking up right there? I'm gonna try the swim bait one more time. Might have stirred them up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Okay, so they're not reacting. They're not reacting good. Sometimes you gotta fire them up. This area gets a lot of pressure. Like I didn't just, like a lot of people know where these fish are. So if they get beat up a lot, like, you know, like imagine people fish for them yesterday. They've been here for 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks. Because when they get done spawning, they come out here. So now they're like, oh, another crankbait, oh, another worm. So sometimes you gotta see, oh, look at all those fish right there. Those are a lot. Drop shot sometimes will be good. So that just confirms that that's them, you know. But I had to go to a Carolina rig because they're not wanting to eat. Decent little bass. My first Pickwick bass of 2022, guys. I love this lake. Not a real big one, but there is a mega wad of bass right there. I had to keep switching to different lures, and finally Carolina rig got a bite. And that's really what you have to do. You have to try to get the aggressive bite first, roll through that whole scenario, and then if they're still there and still in position, keep rotating until you find something that they like. Smell like
Shad.
what, shad?
I don't know. Fish.
Smells like, what's it smell like? Shad?
Shad.
Shad?
What is it?
I don't know.
There's a shad here?
No. Yeah, there's a lot of shad in this lake. Yeah.
It smells like shad.
Might be.
I don't think it's bluegill.
Nah.
Bluegill.
Nah, it's shad.
Yeah, it's definitely shad.
They also like high spots. Like this is the highest spot right here. Because there's a bar, and that's a little highest spot. And they like high spots. There's a brush pile. Somebody's brush pile. See it?
Yeah. Is this a ledge right here, or is this where you were on plane?
That was on plane.
Okay.
But yeah, but it did come up. I was on the back side.
Well, there's a ledge.
Yeah, there's the ledge. And they do like the high spots. So like, they like points and corners, tapered little points, and then they like the high spots.
In here?
My hand looks just like that. My hand looks just like that, okay? That's my hand. So it's facing the current. Current hits it. The tapered point right out here, those fish will get. Then it comes up, it tapers up slowly. Just not like a steep drop off. It's just a slow tapered rise to a high spot, and then it starts tapering off on the backside. It's just exactly what that is right there. So those fish would be sometimes, this is the river ledge, this is steep, this is tapered. Sometimes they're right here on the high spot, close to the ledge, and sometimes they're out here because the current flows and they'll sit right here like a little squadron, and the shad come right to them. So sometimes you'll find them right out off the end of this thing. See that right there? That looks just like my hand.
Yeah.
That's the high spot right there. So this is the tapered side. This is the drop-off side.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're right in there. Look, there's only, between here and there, there's only 3 feet of difference.
Yeah.
Between that spot and that spot. Between that spot and that spot, it's only 1 foot difference. So there's not much rise there. If you went over that, it wouldn't do a whole lot.
How do you know that?
Because you can see 18, 19. Plus it's
the
1 foot.
numbers. Oh, I got you.
Every line is 1 foot.
Well, we haven't found much. We found a couple schools. Really couldn't get them to bite good, but it's all right. I think there's a decent amount on those 2 places. If you can find like 5 or 6 schools a day. That's a good day. And they do that 3 days in a row, that's 15 or 20 schools.
There's some right there. Come on, little turds. Right there on that ledge. Right there on the ledge. There's a bunch right there. Yeah, right on the drop. Right there on the drop. Falling down to them pretty good. Bite. What the heck was that? That was weird. Oh, there's a bite right there. Let it go. Oh, right there. I don't want to catch one. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. He's swimming up. Got it. He didn't feel big though. But there's quite a few on the graph. Bite. Got back up to the waypoint. I drifted way back. I think he's big. That's a 3-pounder. Nice fish, guys. Nice fish. Oh yeah, 3-pounder. 3-pounder. All day, all day, all night. Nice fish right there. See you, dude. See you, boy. See you, boy.
All right, well, midday update. I think I found 4 schools of fish so far, but I have a real hard time catching them. I don't know. I feel like this should bite pretty good the rest of the day. The problem is that's a pretty consistent thing. On the Tennessee River, they bite good in the afternoon. Typically, they generate a little bit more current. Those fish just get a little more active. So, you know, can I catch them in the morning on some of these places? Probably, with a nail weight, with a drop shot, things like that. But, you know, I'm not finding. I mean, that first school was the biggest school, but we'll see what happens, guys. I mean, that's all we can do. Is just keep looking. I think I found 4 so far today. Need to find 4 or 5 more, maybe find 8 or 9 a day. We'll roll with it. This is what we're gonna have to do.
I missed one. I had another one chase my swim bait, and actually I watched it kind of chase behind it and then run up on it and hit it, and I missed him.
Well, guys, the day's almost over. I don't know. We didn't really find a whole lot. Maybe 4 schools, and they're being a pain in the butt, so I'm not real sure. I think they'll settle down though. I mean, we just came off a long weekend. A lot of boat traffic today. Big tournament. There was a college tournament. College tournament went on Friday and Saturday. So these fish have been beat up. We'll figure it out, guys. I mean, I know it only takes just a couple good spots to really do well in this tournament, but man, I tell you, it's Pickwick is just getting tougher and tougher. They're going to catch them, and we're going to catch them, but it just gets tougher and tougher because the mapping is so much better than it used to be. I mean, I started coming here 20 years ago. There wasn't even maps 20 years ago. Like, you just idled for days just to find something secret.
and like no one else found it because it was such a secret little deal. The Garmin maps it shows everything, every roadbed, every little turn, and so many people have that technology. Panoptics is so good. I mean, there's just so many things that are going on. It just makes it tougher. There's a part of me saying that we just need to abandon everything and just go shallow. So check out our house, guys. Pretty cool little spot here. Right here in Indian Creek. Whew. What are we cooking?
He's got all kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
There's
it?
anything you want.
Really?
He's got dang hamburgers, he's got spaghetti, and they got pork loin and sausage.
He cooked everything.
Everything we had.
Leftovers the rest of the week. Way to go, McCoy. He got so excited. He said, I'm going to cook pork chops, and let's do spaghetti, and let's do Palomar biscuits, and let's make sandwiches. Man, what you got going on?
Don't cut into the
Beer
pork
can
yet.
on that?
Why?
No, we didn't have it. Canberra stole the beer
You
can.
stole the beer can? You didn't bring it?
Forgot.
That's Cajun.
I know that. Matt's king of the house today.
You really don't know how to cook spaghetti, do you, McCoy?
They got it. They got spaghetti, pork loin, sausage,
crap!
and hamburgers are in the oven. He cooked everything we got. We leftovers the rest of the week.
I guess we ain't eating dinner no more.
in the oven, oh my gosh!
Why did you cook everything in the house?
He said leftovers the rest of the week. He's already got the Palomar biscuits ready to cook. Coy, you did good.
Hillary
I
helped.
don't care what Matt says. Look at that plate of spaghetti.
Wow. Well, Matt and them didn't catch them good either. So we've got a lot of thinking to do. So knowing what the weather was last week, knowing what the current was last week is an important factor for this tournament. Current is it's really the deciding factor on how these fish bite, kind of what you should do and where you should try to focus your efforts. Last week while we were at Fork, it rained a bunch here and they were pulling 100,000 units of current, which I think is CFS. That makes everything go crazy. It puts everything on the river. It puts everything on in a feed mode, and they fed like crazy there for about 4 days or 5 days, 6 days, and now it's tapering off. So now we're getting back to kind of a no current situation. So this morning it was like 18,000. This afternoon it was around 50, and it's not going to get much better during the week. So I think those fish were feeding so well last week. Everything, it put them in position. They fed up. It was great. Now that it's laid off, it's kind of spread them out. They've kind of just gone off into no man's land. So I think that's what's hurting us a little bit. So this bite's a little funky. Is it going to be one on a school offshore? Most likely, but it's going to take some finagling. I need to find something special tomorrow. You know, I'm going to try a different section of the lake tomorrow. I'm going to try some places off the river as well. And, you know, today was a good day to learn what they didn't bite. You know, they weren't reacting good to crankbaits. They weren't reacting good to swim baits. A lot of your power fishing stuff I don't feel like is really that good right now. So Carolina rigs, you know, worms, things like that. Maybe a swim bait. A little bit more finesse-y I think is going to be the trick. Unless we get some current or get some weather in here. Trick shot time. Trick shot time. Oh, that's good.
I'm going to the lake.
You done?
Yeah.
You ain't waiting around.
Do what?
You ain't waiting around.
I ain't waiting on nobody, dude. I got fish to find. It is. What time is it? 5 something. It gets light here like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 5:43. Time to find some bass. We got to put in a long day.
Hey, everybody got fired up. This is the best stress reliever I've ever found. You have a lot of, you see them big old weeds and big old clumps on the top. You grab it and it just, everything comes out. Something about the sensation of that. Like, See them big clump, grab it, and when the whole root ball erupts, it's like a stress ball, but better. Try it. It works.
Oh.
McCoy, can you do anything right?
No.
I still love you.
Gotta go. Well, today's objective, guys, is to basically find a few shallow fish. This morning, a little topwater action, just trying to find something different. And then we're gonna get out there again and start looking for those schools. Look, I think you could say what you want to say about whether the fishing's good or bad or what's going on, but here's the facts. It's summertime, it's Pickwick, those fish are on ledges. Now, we had a super busy Memorial weekend. We had a real busy Friday and Saturday on this lake with big tournaments going on. So I think these fish are definitely, for lack of better words, spun out, kind of beat up. So are they going to get back in shape by Thursday? I think so. I think you just got to find them. I think you just got to find some big schools. You know, the fact that they are a little tough right now might be good. It might deter a few guys to do some other things or go look other places. But, you know, I need to just keep looking offshore. I mean, really, I really do. Now, I am going to start in this creek that I'm launching in this morning, which is right here. Beautiful. There's a lot of lay-down trees. There's some shore grass. I came in here yesterday and pulled out, there was a lot of bait fish flicking on the surface. So we're going to give that a little whirl just as a maybe an hour-long deal. But we're going to get on that river, guys, and we're going to just keep graphing, keep looking. My Garmin's are really superb right now. They're showing everything. So, yeah, day 2 of practice. It's right now.
So quick story about this creek right here. Back in 2000, I fished the FLW tournament. It was my first year as a pro. And 22 years ago, dude, that's crazy. I was young, I was like young. Barely had hair in my arms. And it was the last term of the year, June, just like it is now. And the fishing back then was terrible on Pickwick. Like, it was just, like it's kind of tough right now, but this was back when, like, if you caught a limit, you were doing good. Finished 6th in the tournament. I knew nothing back then. 22 years ago, I knew how to throw a worm. I knew how to throw a dang rattle trap, and that was about it. Top water, I was pretty basic fisherman. And I finished 6th in the tournament. Rick Clun won the tournament, I believe. And I caught all my fish from the mouth of this creek to about right in here. And this is back before Panoptics and all that stuff. And I just graphed brush piles out of here in like 14, like where I'm at now, 12, 13, 14 foot of water, and threw a Carolina rig. I caught 4 fish each day. So I never had a limit any of the days. 4 days of fishing, never had a limit. Had 16 bass total. And they didn't even weigh a bunch. They're like 4 fish for like 13 pounds, 4 fish for like 14 pounds. And I finished 6th in the tournament. Like, had a legitimate shot of winning the tournament. If I could have just caught 5 fish each day, I would have won the tournament. I would have beat Rick Clun. But yeah, I did that from here to there. And how I found those fish, it was so crazy. I remember I was right here and I was just kind of fishing just like I am now. And I went over, I looked down at my Garmin and I saw a brush pile under the boat. And I took my 10-inch worm, just like this, and I went like that in the brush pile. And we just went over a brush pile. And I threw it behind the boat. I had my good buddy Randy in the boat with me. And I went just like this. Brush pile was behind the boat. Couldn't see it anymore. And I drug through it and it went thunk. And I set the hook and caught a 3-pounder. And I go, man, look at that. That was cool. So I'm trolling her along a little bit longer. And all of a sudden I saw another brush pile. And I went, oh, there's another brush pile on the boat. And I threw it my worm back there like that. Thunk, another 2.5-pounder. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to find more brush piles. So I just trolling motored around in here. I don't think I even idled. I think I just trolling motored around and just waypointed every time I could find a brush pile. And I would waypoint the exact spot on my Garmin. And you know, talk about Panoptics now being precise and being where you can cast. I'd waypoint the exact brush pile. Matter of fact, there's an old waypoint. I've had these waypoints for 20 years. There's an old waypoint right there. Let's see, it's 53 feet away, so I should be able to see it if there's a brush pile still over there. Probably not from 22 years ago, but maybe someone, oh look, someone did, look at that. Someone put a stake bed. Look at that, guys. Look at that, that is so freaking cool. Check this out. I gotta stop the boat. I don't know if you can see that. Look, there's a stake bed 50 feet away. This waypoint is that's the waypoint. Now, that's probably not the same stake bed. There's a fish right there too. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can catch him. That's not the same brush pile, obviously, from 20-something years ago. But that being said, people put the same stuff out, these old timers, crappie piles. They put the same piles out in the same area. A minute right now, if I caught a 3-pounder, dude, I'd go crazy. That'd be like the coolest thing ever. But anyways, I would waypoint the brush piles just like that waypoint, and I would line the boat up, and I would hit the button on my graph and say brush pile that waypoint's 50 feet away, that direction, you know, this direction, and I'd have the boat pointed and I'd throw at it. So I was accurately throwing to my waypoint on my screen is what I was doing, which was cool. Anyways, you know, it's just kind of neat memories. I'll tell you what else is neat. The fact that I've had a waypoint for 22 years and I keep saving it on Garmin's, you know, on the computer. I keep saving my waypoints over the years and I categorize them per lake. So I have 22 years of waypoints in my unit right now. And there's literally a stake pile, stake bed right there in the exact spot. And I have a bunch more waypoints up here. Where I really caught them the best was in that spot up there, by the way. All right, let's see if we can't find something in here. I guess there is a chance that if I caught a fish there out of that brush pile from 22 years ago, that the fish could be really big and old. Got one. Nice. That was cool. First crankbait bass. It just goes to show you that that's how many are there. I wish you would have been bigger, but there's a lot there. Let's see, now that we've got them fired up, sometimes you'll catch 3 or 4. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There's another one. There's another one. Nice. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And that one, boys, that's a keeper. Fishies. There you go. Nice chunk right there. Deep diving crankbait. Oh yeah. There's a few kind of scattered, and I don't know what those are. You know, those could be bass scattered around, but when you see a wad grouped up, obviously, see like that right there, that looks like bass, dude. That's gotta be bass. See, those are big and they're moving fast. That's carp. I can tell by the way they look. Carp there. Now, I don't know what those are. Like catfish or something. It's weird. Like I see fish, but they're stuck to the bottom. They won't come off the bottom. So I don't know what. I'm gonna delete these just because I don't want to overdo it. big he is. Doesn't feel big at all. It's a stripe. A lot of these, that's what they are down there on the bottom. Okay. Look at that. Very cool. Wow. She's being stingy. She's being stingy. So we only found like 2 schools today. Canterbury found 1 school, caught 5 or 6 out of it, and it was a school that I couldn't get on. That there was a local boat on it today, so it's another school in the area. But I mean, it's community hole stuff. It's like, I don't know. I mean, this is. I don't want to call it risky because it's not risky. It's what you have to do here. But the fish are coming, and whether they show up in time, I don't know. Tomorrow could be a whole different day. It really could, because they are on the brink of being out here big time, and they're just not yet. But it only takes a couple really good places to find them. Now, the good thing is, a lot of people are probably giving up a little bit on this going shallow, which I think you can catch fish shallow, and you could probably do pretty well. I'm going to do a little of that tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, half a day, shallow, try to find some eelgrass, do a totally different stuff. The problem with Pickwick is it's so well known. We've been here for so many times that there's no secrets anymore. People know everything. Like everything is found on this lake now. People aren't even graphing anymore. That's how bad the fish are. Not offshore. They're not offshore good. I don't know what's happened. It's twilight zone out there.
Two something. I ain't caught a good one yet.
Oh man,
That's what we need to throw all day.
dude, I hate to keep making it sound like we suck, dude, but we suck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, this is next level suck is what we're on right now.
It's unbelievable.
And what's crazy is people watching this video is gonna be like, really, this must be tough. And then they're gonna watch the weights come tournament day, and they're gonna be like, oh, that wasn't tough.
Dude, I don't think it's gonna be that good.
Look, I've fished Pickwick since my first tournament I ever had on Pickwick was a June tournament in the year 2000. That was 22 years ago. 22 years ago. And I've saved my waypoints for 22 years on this lake. I've got waypoints where I've caught fish on offshore stuff. So I know where every little turn, every little ditch, every little thing is. And every time I've been here,
GPS is 22 years ago.
I know they didn't. We had to line up with trees. We had one
triangulate.
Yeah, we did, for real. But I've graphed and graphed and graphed and graphed like all the juice. And normally, even when it's a tough tournament here, you have 15 or 20 schools.
Oh yeah.
You catch two. You're just trying to figure out where to catch a good one, not where to catch a keeper.
Dude, yeah. No,
I can't even catch a keeper, dude.
It's all yours. That looks good. I might as well get me another little bite.
Come on, Matt. How many schools of fish you find today, Matt?
0.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Not a single school.
Isn't that crazy? That's absolutely. I mean, that's just mind.
Did you ever go back over that spot?
Boggling. Which one?
The big school.
No, there was another boat on it when I went by.
I idled it. I saw like 5 bass on it. I idled 80 yards down through there. I saw like 5 bass. I don't know if they've been beat up all day or split up.
I don't know.
Hey, she's got to get in bed early.
I cussed. Every dock I was cussing. My jig wouldn't skip good, dude. I was banging off the damn pylons. I was banging it off people's boats.
Your jig wouldn't skip good, or you weren't skipping your jig
No,
good?
it's all my jig's fault. It's only my jig's fault.
If you'll go to Bass University and pull up my class on dock flipping, you can learn tonight.
Dock flipping or dock skipping?
Dock fishing. Flipping. I don't skip too much. We don't skip them in Alabama. Y'all skip them in North Carolina.
You just flip it to the pole, not past the pole?
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I flip every pole to the pole, and then I put it like in the darkest place on the dock. The last thing I do, I don't try to go in there first and beat the pontoon up and dent my jigs like you were doing, yeah.
I got so mad today, I threw my rod and it went out of the boat.
That's the last thing I do.
I talked to him, and I called you on purpose because I talked to Canterbury, and he said, Canterbury was cutting out a little bit. He said, Scott, he said, I think he's cussing. He went to try fish docks. He cussed every dock on the lake. He's
I
cussing.
think he threw his rod in the lake.
He said, I think he threw his rod down. I said, I got a phone with you. I waited about 5 minutes. I said, I got to call Hollywood.
He laughed.
And I gave him a minute just to see if he'd tell me that he started cussing and he's all fired up.
It's terrible, dude. So this was Traeger? You did this on the Traeger?
You good? It's good.
Super good. That pork tenderloin last night was really good too. I'm telling you, that thing, we resurrected that. I don't know why that thing didn't work at South Carolina. Must have had some bad pellets or something, wet pellets.
Yeah.
Because it smoked like crazy. It just never would catch fire, and then now it's dried out.
Right.
It's been working good the last 2 tournaments. But Traeger's got a new, well, it's not a new one, but I looked on their website. They got this thing called a Ranger. And it's about this big. It's got like a lid. Looks totally different. But the hopper's real small.
On the inside?
Yeah.
That's what Clint Davis got.
Yeah.
We use it.
He says it's good.
Oh, I've cooked on it.
It's good?
For a week, yeah. We cooked on it when we were hunting.
Good morning. We got time?
We got till dark if you want to.
We can hang out all day.
Yeah, sure.
We can hang out. I'm good.
Ain't done a whole
Good. We're
lot
gonna
of good
solo
out-
it today.
I haven't done a whole lot of good
We're
out there.
soloing it today. We don't have McCoy. We're gonna see if this is just better. We might not even need McCoy in the mornings. McCoy can just sleep in the mornings.
McCoy's never made them.
Isn't that right?
What?
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 Good morning.
What?
Look at that hair. Oh my gosh, dude. That is. Do you wake up in the morning and do your hair like that?
Yep. No, I'll work all night to get it this way.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Well, whew. It's getting kind of stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I'll get real with you guys for a minute. Pickwick Lake, Ledge Lake, full of fish. She's being stingy right now. She's being real stingy, guys. 2 days so far on the lake, and I think I've only have 4 schools of fish, 5 schools of fish possibly. And I'm not even sure you can even catch them that good. Everybody's found everything. Today I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna have to go back and do some things today that to separate myself, and that's gonna be try to find some grass. We gotta find some eelgrass. We gotta find something different. The ledge thing, I mean, it's probably gonna be one on a ledge, but the facts are this: there's not very many ledges that have fish on them right now. So these guys have found everything. It's gonna get tough, guys. It's gonna get a little tough out there trying to navigate where you start, where you fish, boat on this, boat on that. You know, it's a big lake, but believe it or not, when you look at that lake right there, massive, those fish get in the same 150 places around the lake every year, and people just know where they are now. It's tough. But today's the last day. We got to put something together, you know. Talking to everybody, you know, a few guys that I talked to, you know, Zaldane and I talked quite a bit, and of course Canterbury and Matt and a few other guys, and you know, it's overall, this isn't normal. It's tough. But somebody's gonna win. Somebody's gonna find something special. You only need a couple little things to pull off something really good. So that being said, I've got all day. I've got 10 or 12 hours today to find 2 or 3 things that mean something. So. Alright. This stuff's pretty good, guys. This is the Starbright Screen Cleaner. and it smells like the beach, which doesn't have any relation to what we're doing, but the smell is actually good. Just kind of puts a smile on my face. There's one. Just a little striper, something little striper. There's one. Another one. If I do it, I catch one. I don't know what species it is. Little white bass. Oh my gosh, dude, look at that one. Oh my gosh. Look at this one. Okay. That's a beautiful bass right there. Beautiful bass. All right. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done it. Oh my gosh. Dude. Another nice one, dude. Okay, time to go. Thank you. Thank you. Got a big one, dude. He's about to jump. Do they feel so big in this current? Yeah. They feel so big in this current.
I mean, that's a 3-pounder.
Yeah. I'm working on a limit, dude. I got 4 now.
I ain't got a fish yet.
It's just clean. It doesn't look that beat up, dude.
No. What you doing? Just sitting there doing that?
Yeah, I kept moving around. There's a ridge. That thing makes a ridge. It's right, the ridge is right there. It comes off the river and makes a ridge, and then it drops back in a little pan right there. And that's where I caught them on that ridge before, but I just couldn't. I kept trying to get lined up on it, and I couldn't quite get lined up on it. Well, guys, midday update. You know, I said I was going to go shallow and fish grass. That was my plan this morning, and you know, you just. I'm kind of glad that we found what we found, because without a shadow of a doubt, you can win it out here. This is the most consistent way of winning here on Pickwick, out deep on a school of fish. So, you know, I've only got 2, but you know, fishing that crankbait, you know, getting the exact boat position on those fish and getting them to react is key. It takes a little maneuvering. You got to really kind of figure out exactly where they are so that bait can come through there. You know, it's like when these fish first move off the bank, you know, they're tired, they're weak from spawning. They come out, they get in that cooler water, they rejuvenate, right? And then they start eating a little bit. When they finally start to feel better, they get their appetite back, and they start feeding. I think kind of that's really what's obviously going to start happening over the next few days. So I think the fishing could get better overall, and that's kind of what I'm banking on. But we're in that little bit of an in-between stage. But, you know, hopefully we can find another couple schools
You know, I feel good. I mean, at least I've got a good bag for today. I think I could have really cracked them today. I mean, like a big bag. But we'll see what it is. We'll see what happens, guys. And you know, it's only 12 o'clock. We got a lot of day ahead of us.
God, that didn't take long. Oh my gosh, dude, that didn't take long at all. Ooh, and a smallmouth. And a smallmouth. How about that, boys? That's awesome. Oh, it's a nice smallmouth too. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish right there, guys. Dang, son. Beautiful fish. Okay. I think I found another spot.
Wow. Okay. 3 hard days of practice. But I tell you what, no matter how I do, days like today is what makes this sport so fun. It's the mental challenge, right? It's the mental battle. 2 days of just absolute brutal, not being able to figure out how to catch anything. Finding a few fish here and there, but just really having a hard time getting a bite. And then, you know, it's like I had this game plan this morning to go shallow, go fish grass and all this other stuff, you know. And as I fished my way down, a little clue here and there, a little clue here and there, you know, and it was like, boom. Then kind of figured out the depth, I kind of figured out the retrieve, kind of figured out the bait. Turned the whole thing around. No idea what I'm going to catch in the tournament, guys, but I feel confident now. At least I have a shot at this thing. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. A little more current. You know, the other thing might have been the deciding factor. Check this out. Flip-flops, baby. I wore tennis shoes the last couple days, which was not a good idea. Put my flip-flops on today. I was on Instagram and somebody said, "But get your flippy-flops on." I was like, all right, flippy-flop time. All right, guys, let's take them out of the house, get a little dinner, get the boat cleaned up, get ready for the derb in the morning.
What's up?
What's up? Man, you look good, this big old turbo diesel.
It's kind of nice. I like it.
Dude, let me show everybody the truck here real quick. I don't know if they've seen it.
Dang, look at. We left Matt in charge of cooking. Things aren't going well.
He didn't put any pellets. He didn't put any pellets in the grill. I've never run a Traeger before.
Bunch of amateurs. Hillary,
Get a grill.
tell me about your day.
I don't have to smoke.
Good?
I did learn
Good.
a lot because we were fishing current all day, pretty much. And we were targeting smallmouth for most of the day. The largemouth just weren't really turned on that much. We had this one school of largemouth off this, like, it's just like a deeper spot.
Right.
What would you call it? Kind of like a, what did he say? Like an
Underwater
a
island?
ledge.
Yeah.
Ledge. So we were fishing this ledge, and there was this really absolute huge, awesome looking school, and they were all largemouth, and there just wasn't much current, and they just were not
Biting.
turning on. They weren't. So we pretty much like force fed them a crankbait.
Yeah.
And it was really fun, but we just didn't catch him
Didn't
like a
smash
lot.
him.
No,
Yeah.
definitely did not smash him.
Dang.
He caught a lot though. He because of course he fishes that lake all the time.
Yeah,
so
yeah. All right, cool.
he smashed him. But yeah,
Cool. All right. I got rigging to do. Can you help me?
sure.
good.
Brought
Okay.
your rod back.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Got a little bit better each day, but boy, it's been tough. Disappointing practice for this lake, really and truly. You know, when the schedule came out, I was really excited about this tournament. Finally today, caught a few more, but
still not good. So we got to get out there tomorrow and really see what we can do.
Caught a few fish today, but only had like 5 or 6 bites all day. I didn't sit there and lean on any fish, but I did catch a 4-pounder and a 3-pounder. So
I think the deal is everybody had their best day today. I bet majority of the people in the whole tournament had their best day today.
I still didn't see many boats.
This week has been frustrating, and what's kind of crazy is the amount of casts that I've made without catching fish, or even really understanding where I'm going to catch a fish, and then today making some adjustments and it working out to get some bites. Now, I think part of it was the fish are starting to bite a little better too, but confidence and momentum is a big deal. I mean, the first couple of days was super frustrating for me. I could find them, but I was having a hard time getting them to bite, and it's just the sun beating down on you. It's just not your typical Pickwick. Today was kind of a typical Pickwick. I mean, I only got maybe 6 or 7 bites, but I mean, obviously got a lot more today, and I could have hammered down on some of those places and caught some nice fish today. So I'm encouraged. You know, it's going to boil down to getting on a couple spots, because you know, a lot of people find these community holes. People find them. There's nothing secret anymore here, which is a sad thing, but that is the deal. Nothing is secret anymore on Pickwick. All right, we're rigged up, ready to go. Make sure all that. Oh yeah. Power's still on out there. So, what to do tomorrow? Boat 53, doing at 4. It's gonna be a little cloudy tomorrow. Chance of rain in the afternoon. So it's gonna be a little different weather, but the fishing could be good. I don't think they're going anywhere, obviously. So, you know, I don't really know what I'm gonna be able to get on exactly, but I know that I'm gonna keep that crankbait in my hand, spoon, drop shot, all the usual stuff out deep. So, Canterbury had a good day today.
No.
You excited about tomorrow?
I'm excited, yeah. I mean, it's been a struggle all week for Pickwick, for the Tennessee River, really, for June.
Yeah.
First week of June, Tennessee River's supposed to be wide open, and it's been tough.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Today, I had a better day, but it wasn't a good day.
Well, what boat are you?
27.
27. All right, guys, that is it. Leave it there. And next video in the series, obviously, day 1, day 2, Bassmaster Elite here at Pickwick, guys. Let's see if our hard work pays off. So, thank you for the support. Jump over to the channel, hit subscribe, hit notification bell, hit all videos so you can catch the next one coming to you in just a few days. So, appreciate all the support, guys. Love you. We'll talk to you later. Bam!